Hey Kavitha, it's Carolina from State Adventures again. I have been playing around with a few services for your family. So I wanted to show you this option. Let me share my screen. I'll hop right into the itinerary here. So same concept, Peru followed by Ecuador. Technically, we could flip the services, but I checked the lodge for these particular dates. But let me know if other dates come to mind. So June 25th, you fly into Lima. Just as planned, stay at the airport hotel. The reason for that is simply to avoid a very long transfer into town. Most likely you're arriving in the evening. And then the next morning you're flying to the Amazon, so you're avoiding another 45-minute drive. So if you stay at the Wyndham Costa del Sol Hotel, this is the terminal, if you see the picture, and right across, connected by a little sky bridge, is the hotel. So convenient, so easy. I really suggest that you stay here instead of driving 45 minutes each way, taking an Uber or hiring a driver. So for this particular itinerary, because you're arriving late at night to a new country, I have somebody at the airport with a State Adventure sign. He's going to be waiting just outside a door of the terminal because no one is allowed into the terminal. And then he will guide you into the hotel, make sure you're all settled and ready for what comes tomorrow, which is the flight to Puerto Maldonado. There are multiple entryways into the Amazon. Puerto Maldonado is my favorite because it has the best lodge, the quickest access to lodge. It's not a big commercial city port town like Iquitos tends to be, Manaus tends to be. So I really like Puerto Maldonado. My second favorite is Coca in Ecuador. So we can also look at lodges there, but I find that the flights to Coca in Ecuador are way higher in price, and it winds up not being the same experience for higher cost. So let's stick to Puerto Maldonado for now. But again, just give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Most people ask me, oh, how long should I stay in the Amazon? I really encourage 3 nights, and I am including 3 nights for you here. Why? Because if you do 2 nights just to kind of get a taste of the jungle, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to arrive, you're going to spend the first day traveling, you're going to be hot, you're going to be, checking into your lodge, you're in the jungle, it's completely different from Lima and everything else. And then you will have one day to see it and then leave again. So if you have a 3-night package, you really will be able to spend 2 full days exploring by boat, on foot, go out at night, go out during sunrise, go to the clay lakes. And if you see Inca Terra Hacienda Concepcion is so beautiful. It is one of the newest lodges in the Amazon. And we have been working with them since the day they open, and they really give us amazing rates. If you try to get this lodge online, it's a lot higher than booking it through State Adventures. So I encourage you to consider this package. So that's 3 nights, major upgrade for you here in the Amazon. Inca Terra is known for so many special things. They cater to families. They cater to people who are experiencing the jungle for the first time. They actually use a specific plant all around their lodging so that there are no bugs in the room. So of course it's the jungle. Once in a while you'll come across something, but you will notice that there's not major mosquitoes here. So I just love this area. Everything is included, of course, in the Amazon for you. Then June 29, we're going to leave the Amazon behind. We'll have a morning tour. Then we're going to take you to the airport, fly you to Cusco. Remember, do not stay in Cusco upon arrival. It is so high. It's like 10,000 feet above sea level. No one feels well here upon arrival from sea level. So we always whisk you away to the Sacred Valley. But of course, we never want to waste any day. So every transfer that I arrange for you includes not only the driver who will care for the car, your luggage, have waters for you, have, wet cloths if you need any, but also have a local guide who will turn the transfer into a tour. You will not get that hiring a driver from the airport. You will not get that with an Uber. This is a true experience with a local person who is educated, licensed, passionate about the area. And we always choose on this day something that's easier, on the lungs, on the body in high altitude. So we go to Salineras, we go to Moraz and Morai. These are Incan laboratories, stunning for photography, stunning to the eye, but less strenuous. So this is the reasoning how I build the itinerary. Of course, we will arrange lunch for you en route in some local restaurant. It's great food. Peru is the #1 food in South America for vegetarian food, for stunning elevated dishes. So you will come across some really fantastic options here. I chose Villa Urubamba here. It's a smaller property, boutique style hotel, very nice rooms. I have a double room for you and a room with 2 beds for your sons. So you will have plenty of space and place to rest. June 30th, your guide, who now knows you a little bit because he has guided you the day before, will return after breakfast. Again, for hotels, we include all the breakfast. We prepaid all the taxes. There are no surprises. When you start piecing together a trip, book this here, book this there, there are so many corners that accidentally get cut, and you will feel that when you're traveling. We're trying to eliminate that stress while you're traveling. Let us take care of the logistics. So all you have to care about is touring, enjoying, figuring out what you would like to eat, things like that. So today during Sacred Valley Tour, we will take you to the 2 major sites, which are Pisac, the largest indigenous market in South America, as well as Ollantaytambo, which is the largest Incan complex in the village of Ollantaytambo. It's a cultural experience. It's lots of activity. You'll be able to really stretch your legs and see the highlights of Sacred Valley before going back to your hotel for the night. This is just one part of the Ollantaytambo complex. June 1st, we're going to again pick you up after breakfast, take you to the train station. Again, you're not thinking about what taxi am I going to take? How am I going to get to the station? How am I going to find my seat on the train? When you arrive at this train station, there are hundreds and hundreds of people, as well as you, there trying to find their seat. It is chaotic. It is very stressful, but it is not stressful when you're traveling with us because the guide will be there for help you find your seats, make sure you're comfortable, make sure everything's set. Also, keep all your luggage for you because the train does not allow large suitcases. They will only allow you to pack for the 1 day to Machu Picchu. You might not know that if you're trying to book things yourself. You're going to wind up showing up at the train station with all your suitcases. Bam, you're not going to be able to get on the train. You're going to have a problem. We hire a driver who will take your bags, take them to Cusco, lock them up in the storage facility in the Cusco hotel, so the bags are waiting there for you when you return from Machu Picchu on June 2nd. These are the behind-the-scenes details that we take care of. Also, permits for Machu Picchu. Did you know that you need to get your permit in Cusco? Did you know that you can only go to a specific 4-hour window in the day? If you miss your window, you're not allowed in. You know that it is literally scanned so that you need to leave the ruins at a specific time. All of these things matter to avoid stress, and that's why we take care of those things. So we'll take you to the train, make sure you're all settled on the train. You'll get a little snack, like a brunch, and then you're arriving in Machu Picchu 2 hours later because we have now cut off an hour of the train ride because we don't take you to the Cusco train station, we take you to the Sacred Valley one. So again, trying not to backtrack and save your vacation time. In Machu Picchu, a person from Machu Picchu that knows Machu Picchu will be there waiting at the station for you with a porter from the hotel. So the backpacks that you've packed for the night with your toothbrush and your pajamas, the porter can take it to the hotel for you so that you can go right to the ruins without having to stop and waste time and really focus on your window that you're going to see Machu Picchu. Again, you have about 4 hours at the site to enjoy. The guide will show you all the different trails and hikes that you can enjoy here, and then take the shuttle, which is like a bus, down the side of the mountain, back to the village, and check you in into the hotel. Again, the shuttle needs to be prepaid. If you don't have a shuttle, you're going to walk down the Switchback Mountain, which I've never done, and I have been to South America 34 times, and I would never recommend trying to walk that without having a permit for the bus. So we're gonna arrange the hotel for you. It's the Casa Andina Standard Machu Picchu. I love this chain. It's a Peruvian chain. They have probably about 18 properties throughout South America, and they're all about location. They're all about having a lovely breakfast to set you out with lots of energy, clean, comfortable rooms. No frills, but really the location is key because literally outside the front doors, that's where the shuttles pick up to take you to the ruins. So you cannot win that. Next morning, you have a morning free. So it's up to you. You can go to the hot springs. You can go to the market. If you want to, you can talk about going back to the ruins to do some hiking with the guide. Let us know and we can arrange it. Or we can just let you sleep in because it'll be your first day to rest. And then we're going to take the afternoon train to Cusco. Finally, you're acclimated. Your driver will meet you, take you to the hotel, and you can enjoy 2 nights in Cusco, walk around, enjoy. Tariq Art Boutique Hotel literally opened within the last year. We really love it. Colorful, great views. It's in the San Blas area, so you'll have beautiful views of all the rooftops. And then July 3rd, you're going to meet your guide to see the sites of Cusco. So the ruins, the Sacsayhuaman fortress, the Coricancha temple, the cathedral, all of that is included. We have a driver, a guide, and a car. So you can walk as much as you'd like, or you can be taken side to side by car and then spend another night and then fly to Lima and fly home. Or if you'd like to continue to Ecuador, we will fly you to Guayaquil. It's on the coast. It's the airport closest to the Galapagos Islands. We'll rest there right on the river. Beautiful Malecon. You can walk for miles. And on July 5th, we'll go to the Galapagos. These are the things we include so that there are, again, no logistics that you have to handle. We will take care of your entry tickets, which are currently $100 per person or $110 per person. We will take care of your ID cards that need to be arranged pre-departure for entering Galapagos. It's literally on a lanyard that you will be wearing. We will have a person at the airport who is our Galapagos assistant, who will take you from table to table to table to make sure all the Galapagos stops are arranged, all your custom cards are stamped. There's so much bureaucracy when it comes to Galapagos because it's a big government protected area. They want to make sure you're not bringing anything into the islands that is not allowed. Once you go through all the hooplas with our English speaking guide who will assist you, you take a flight, which are included, which if you know, if there are only 2 airlines that go to the Galapagos, and it is a complete mess trying to arrange flights there. I have had so many clients who have booked their own flights online, maybe on Expedia or something, and the flights got canceled, changed, rescheduled, never-ending hours on the phone. You don't want to deal with that. We have an office in Guayaquil that works with the airline directly. Anyone who is booking our trips to the Galapagos, we handle the flights for them. If there's a change or delay, you won't even know about it until I fix it all for you. I spend the hours on the phone fixing it, and I resend you the updated tickets. So please keep that in mind. There's a lot going on when it comes to the Galapagos. It is not a Caribbean island that you go there to lay on the beach. It is a protected site. So once you arrive in the Galapagos, our guide will be there to pick you up, and we'll take you all across the highlands into Puerto Ayora, which is the village. In the highlands, there are plantations filled with tortoises. There's coffee plantations. There's beautiful places to have lunch. So we will incorporate all of that for you. Again, making sure that every transfer, every time you're traveling, we are actually turning that into a tour. And then we will go ahead and take you to the Icala Hotel. It's one of the newer hotels in Galapagos, right smack in the village. Really great for families. You step outside the front door and you can go down the main avenue. We have 2 rooms secured there for you. July 6th, we're going to pick you up and take you to the highlights of Santa Cruz, which is Tortuga Bay and Academy Bay. We will go snorkeling. We will go kayaking. We will see iguanas, sea lions, so much wildlife in this area. All of it is included for you. So if you need wetsuits, if you need anything at all, fins and stuff like that for snorkeling, all of that is included. And of course, we will arrange lunch for you. Then July 7th, I left that day free. You might want to go to another island. You might go on a yacht. You might go to the beach. You want to go to Las Grietas and snorkel there. There's plenty to see and do in the Galapagos, and we will leave that day free for you. Or if you want me to add something, I will. But for now, all that's included today is breakfast and, of course, your hotel. Now, day 20th, July 8th, we're going to pick you up and take you to the famous Charles Darwin Station. This is one of the places that you must see before you depart. This is the kind of the heart of Santa Cruz. This is where it all began, these expeditions to see wildlife. Charles Darwin is a hero in the Galapagos. So you will learn all about the tortoise breeding center and visit all the animals there. And then we will take you back with a little ferry across to the airport island, which is Baltra, and fly you to the mainland. Most likely Guayaquil, because that makes a lot of sense. and you can fly home from Guayaquil. Make sure your flight is at least after 6 p.m. If you need to fly home from Quito, possible as well. I will just fly you from the Galapagos to Quito, but your flight must be an evening flight. Otherwise, you will need to spend another night in Ecuador. So for the four of you, this particular trip with everything I've mentioned, the flights, Lima to the Amazon, Amazon to Cusco, Cusco back to Lima, Lima to Guayaquil, Guayaquil to Galapagos, Galapagos back to Guayaquil or Quito. 7 flights are included here for the four of you. All of the hotels with taxes and breakfast, and it's a regular South American breakfast. It's not a continental breakfast like, just coffee and a pastry. It's a full-on hot breakfast. All of the meals that I listed, if you just go through the itinerary, BL, those are breakfast, lunch, whatever the letter is there, that means the meal is included. Of course, all of the guided tours, all of the guides, drivers, cars, all of those little perks that come along with that. The assistance with your permits, your train tickets, your ferry tickets, your shuttle tickets, all of those things are included. ID cards, entry tickets to Machu Picchu as well as Galapagos. And what else? Behind the scenes that you can't see, 24/7 service. We have been in Ecuador for 16 years. We have been in Peru 16 years. We have a doctor on call all throughout Peru, all throughout Guayaquil. In the Galapagos, the team in the Galapagos as well has a medical team if anything happens. And of course, State Adventures, we are in Florida. We are not some remote island somewhere. We are here in the United States, licensed, bonded, been around forever. I have been to I've been to Ecuador 6 times. I've been to Peru 3 times. My children literally grew up in a backpack on my back, traveling with us. I have been managing luxury tours through South America for many, many years, since 2006. So I'm always trying to find a way to make it work for my clients. And I know you guys have a budget closer to 20,000, but with everything that's included, the way you should do the trip, it's about 2,200, a little bit over 22,000, my apologies. So I really hope that you consider this package, because if you try to piece it together, yeah, at the start, you're going to pay less, but while you're on your trip, you're going to wind up paying out of pocket a lot more and causing yourself stress. Don't recommend it. I've done that as well. And it just takes away from the experience. Please give me a call or email me. Let me know your thoughts. Happy travels.